Yo, Supercoach God here, and we are back with another video where we're looking at the best top 8 defenders for Supercoach 2023. So I'm going to go from 8 to 1. So in number 8th place, we have Nick Dacos. So, with Dacos, I think he'll average from 100 to 105. No reason not to pick him. I think he'll have a step up from last year, but he will get tagged a lot. So, being that most dangerous Collingwood player who can get tagged easy, he will be facing a lot of tags this year from players like McGuinness and Clark and so on. So yeah, he will get tagged. Coming in at number 7, Jack Sinclair. So Sinclair averaged 113 last year. I think he's going to drop down to about 102, so 100 to 105, around that area. The only reason I'm going to say this is because it's half based off instinct and half because the new coach in Ross the Boss, and I think they will be trying a different brand of footy, which means Sinclair won't be having as much of an influence as he did last year, but still a major influence. Okay, coming in at number 6, we have Jordan Ridley. Some people might think this is a bit weird. Ridley's in my side at the moment. I think he can average from 105 to 110, and I think at that price point, I think he's perfect. So, he looks like he's back to his best under Brad Scott, and he's got his old rollback, which is kick-ins and cheap little marks. So that's what we love for Supercoach, and 105 to 110 is definitely a high possibility. Coming in at number 5, we have Bailey Dale. I think with Daniel going into the midfield, Dale will receive a lot more ball, a lot more kick-ins, and that is the main reason why he will go from a 102 player to a 110 player. And I see him doing this quite easily. In fact, he could be top 3. He's a great pick, and there's no reason why you shouldn't pick him if you saw the practice game, and you could just see that his role has stepped up from previous years. And yeah, I think he's the perfect pick. I might pick him over Ridley, but we'll have to wait and see. It's just that 60k difference, that's the worry. Coming at number 4, James Sicily. Okay, Sicily he's the captain for one now, and I think that means that he'll be the general in that back line, and he will be taking a lot of kick-ins. So, in fact, I think he will be taking at least 90% of kick-ins, which is a big call, but he does play about 95 to 100% time on ground. And yeah, there's no real reason why he wouldn't, apart from sometimes Sam Mitchell last year would put Sicily into the forward line just for a bit of diversity. But he's captain now. I think he's going to stay in that back line, and he will average around 110, maybe 112. But I think he'll stay exactly the same from his 2022 average, which is perfect. Next, in at number 3. Actually, before the top 3, we're going to go to our honourable mentions. So, they are Yo, who I think will average 95 to 100, hasn't missed a beat in pre-season, and has that new role of he's having CBAs and he's getting time on the half back line as a rebounder, so there's no reason why he can't go there. Another honourable mention, Sard. Sard will, I think, go 95 to 100. He has the same role, but I'm not sure he'll have the same season as he did last year. And we'll get to that. We'll get to the reason why soon. But he could start the season very well, but yeah, we'll get to that reason. And another honourable mention, the final one, McGovern. So I think McGovern can go 95 to 100, or he can go 120. So I think they're giving him more freedom at West Coast now. I think they've found a way to make him more free, be a bit more loose, and getting those big intercept marks like we know he can. The only thing that worries me about McGovern is that I feel like some weeks he'll get 80 and the others he'll get 120, so, or even 140. Like he has a very high ceiling. Okay, now the top 3. Let's get all these players out for this top 3. At number 3, we have Tom Stewart. I think Tom Stewart will average around 110 to 115, probably around I think he'll average around 113, 114. I think throughout his whole career, from being a mature age recruit, he's had the same role. And I think the only reason that he hasn't gone a higher average is because of those injuries. I'm sure if you look here, if we can see his 2022 stats, you will see a 39, a 74. Well, that's irrelevant, but the 39, the 48, he came off early from memory. I owned him last year, so I know this. 39 didn't play, I think, concussion. But yeah, these were suspensions. I think he will, if he plays every game, he will be from anywhere from number 1 to number 3. I don't think he can go lower. So, yeah. Also, weird thing about this season, 23 games. I didn't realise that till the other day, but yeah. Number 2, Sam Docherty. I think Docherty will average at a comfortable 115. I think this is mainly due to the start of the season. He'll be playing more midfield due to Sam Walsh being out, meaning that he will score higher. We saw it in the pre-season game. He got 150 odd. But yeah, I think he will average 115 comfortably. And he could be D1, but I think one other player beats him. And that is Jordan Dawson. I think Dawson, as he's captain now, he's back to half-back. And when Jordan Dawson plays that half-back role, he scores at his heaviest. His ceiling is high. He can go from 180 to he'll go from 105 to 180 week to week. I don't think, unless he gets tagged, which I think he might get tagged, but I think he will average 120. So I'm picking him, I think. If I go 2 defenders, I'll definitely be picking him. Maybe if I go 1, I'll be picking him, but it's still yet to be decided. But yeah, Jordan Dawson, he looks fantastic. There is no reason not to pick him. So that caps off my top 8 defenders. We'll go over it one more time. So 1, Dawson. 2, Docherty. 3, Stewart. 4, Sicily. 5, Dale. 6, Ridley. 7, Sinclair. And 8, Dacos. Dacos, by the way, Dacos could definitely go 80 for all I know. But in my opinion, I think he will go that 100 area. But yeah, just imagine having these 6 on your field at the end of the year. They are elite. And those honourable mentions, once again, Yo, Sard, McGovern, no reason not to pick him, but in my, Yo's a lock. But McGovern, I'd go McGovern over Sard. I'd in fact pick McGovern over Sinclair due to Sinclair being that massive 626 because of his season last year. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, hope you all have a good one.